CMD Boxing Reports, Ronell Hit reporting here, and I'm back at it for the boxing fanatics. So, Jose Uzcategui hit the nail right on the head when he was asked about facing David Benavidez. Jose Uzcategui responded by saying, "I don't see anything special about him like everyone else does. To me, he's just a regular boxer." Now, I agrees with him on that statement. In fact, I was going to drop a video stating this about a week ago, and here we are a week later, and Jose Uzcategui is saying the same thing I was going to state in the video. However, let's get on with the facts here. Now, I remembers when I was watching David Benavidez versus Ronald Graville rematch, and the commentators was hyping him up by saying that he's the youngest world champion in boxing today, and other fans saying David Benavidez is the next Joe Calzaghe, Roy Jones, James Toney, etc., etc. However, I understand when, seeing a young lion, a young, strong lion at that, in action and being very effective in his art. However, it's way too soon to be putting that young, strong lion on a high pedestal so fast, especially when he hasn't been tested yet. I mean, I understand that he defeated Ronald Graville for a vacant world title, but let's be real here. Who the heck has Ronald Graville defeated who was top notch? Now, I'm not trying to discredit the young man, David Benavidez. It's just that I've seen fighters like him before. Okay, look, it was more than 20 years ago when a fighter by the name of Ferocious Fernando Vargas stepped on the scene. Now, Fernando Vargas was much like David Benavidez is now. He used to blow right through his opponents with ease. I used to sit back and just look at his fights and be like, damn, I can't see no one beating this kid. I was hyped up about Fernando Vargas, just like the fans today is hyped up about David Benavidez. However, Fernando Vargas won a title at a young age, not young as David Benavidez, but he was young, and Vargas was knocking dudes out as they came. The man was 17-0 with 17 straight knockouts until he ran into Ronald Winky Wright. And that fight there showed me something that I never thought of before. And that right there was Fernando Vargas has never been tested before by a well-rounded boxer. Ronald Winky Wright was his first test. And I must admit, Fernando Vargas didn't pass that test with flying colors either. However, he then took on Ike Bazooka Corte in a IBF title bout. And in that fight, he went right through Corte like a hot knife through butter. Vargas air Ike Corte out. And Ike Corte was considered one of the best in that time era. However, that win over Ike Corte was debunked by the Felix Trinidad fans by saying that Ike Corte was off for almost 2 years after losing to De La Hoya. So when he fought Ike Corte, he wasn't at his best. And the only reason why the Trinidad fans stated that was because Fernando Vargas called out Trinidad after his fight with Corte. And like I said before, the same way people feels about David Benavidez today was the same way me and other boxing fans felt about Fernando Vargas in that time. We felt that Fernando Vargas was unstoppable until, the Trinidad fight happened. Once again, we all seen that Fernando Vargas was way over his head in that fight with Felix Trinidad, because we seen that Trinidad had the better timing, more speed and power. Now, it's not that Vargas was slow and weak, because the man wasn't. It's just that most of his opponents he faced on all the way up to Ronald Winky Wright made Fernando Vargas look like, he was the truth, when actually he was just an average boxer on the come up and hasn't conquered the certain skill sets that would have brought him to the very top, like timing and footwork, right along with the superb jab. Now, we all thought that he was a complete package, and that was because of, the low level competition he was facing. And that's what I sees with David Benavidez. he really hasn't, being tested yet. So we don't know if he's a complete fighter. We'll find out when he faces a top-notch boxer. Now, I really don't know who that'll be. Will it be Jose Uzcategui? I understand that Jose Uzcategui had defeated Andre Dirrell, but really, Andre Dirrell, man, he was like on his way out anyway. So, we really don't know who it will be. So that's my take on this. CMD Boxing Reports, Ronell Higg reporting here. I'll catch you guys on the next one.